day in the neighborhood, bright and sunny. It's supposed to be warm today. Shall see. Good morning, it's Barbara. Thank you for joining me for coffee. Gorgeous, gorgeous. I'll be out and about today because Aura has her rehab today. And I will be taking her. I actually didn't even take her at all last week. Because Dennis took her and Kim took her. So, there you go. So, I'm looking forward to going out. We'll stop at the store on the way home. So, we did go to Costco. We didn't get as much chicken as we wanted to. They didn't have any chicken thighs with bones in them. Except organic, and I will confess, we do not feed the dogs organic. I don't think they live long enough for it to make a difference to them. And, you know. So we didn't achieve exactly what we wanted, but we got other things that we needed, and so there you go. We probably have to go up to Shady Maple later this week for chicken thighs, which we can get at Shady Maple. Well, actually I was busy all afternoon because it's a 2-hour adventure going to Costco, and then we had to take Aura. We got some whole chickens, and Aura put them in her freezer for us for emergencies, and we had gotten some stuff for her, so piled the dogs in the car, went to Aura's, took her stuff, put our stuff in her freezer, then we took the dogs for a nice long walk, and then our Maisie is still itchy like crazy, and we thought that by now she wouldn't be if it was just strictly, well, we thought it would have improved by now with her fur growing back a little bit if she was itchy because of the haircut. But she didn't seem to be getting any better. In fact, she had worn a little spot away, like she had a really itchy croup, and so practically no fur on it now. So I called the vet, and they gave us some pills. Our Dasha, who was our dog, who was a very old dog when we got Pearl, had itch problems, and they had given her a pill that had helped immensely. That wasn't a steroid. And so we got that same thing for Maisie. So she just started it yesterday. She's already obviously more comfortable. So that's good, because she was very itchy. And, you know, just, well, you can imagine. So I went to the vet to get that, and I hadn't found any glasses at Costco, so I stopped at a drugstore and I got glasses. These are not them. In fact, I ended up putting the glasses in my Dragons of Sumatra bag because I can't even read with them. But I can stitch on the dragons with them. I'll show you my dragons. I did a lot of stitching on it yesterday. I didn't show it to you the other day. But I am finishing up the second page. There are 9 pages. And, well, I'm over halfway through the second page. So I did all of this flower and on the second row yesterday. The flower and the thing in the middle. And that was just evening stitching. And I just stitched on 9 dragons with my new glasses that I can't read with. I can't read with them. Well, I've been buying 250s, and I thought I would get 3s, but they didn't have 3s at this little drugstore, so I got 325. So they're much different than these glasses. But it's really interesting. But I can I can stitch with them very comfortably, but I couldn't read. Yeah, funny. And they were only $6 compared to usually and this is a very tiny little pharmacy. I mean, it's really just a prescription pharmacy because they really don't carry very much other than that. I mean, it's a little store and they have obviously something. I needed moisturizer, so I looked at their moisturizer and they had, you know, 4 or 5 things that would be counted as moisturizer, none of which I wanted, but they only had them 1 deep. I mean, it's not a big store. So anyway, so I was surprised at the cheap price of the glasses, and the glasses worked great, so I was so excited. And so I stitched all night last night. I felt like a stitcher. I'm a stitcher. And that's it, but I did run around all afternoon, and I was hungry by the time I got home, and so, and then stitch in the evening. Not very much to tell, although I did think, well, when the spring comes and we go back to Costco for one reason or another, I'll try to remember to have Dennis, well, I'm usually the one driving for some reason, I don't know why, have Dennis take some video out the window, because it is a pretty drive. So today, just take Aura, stop at the store on the way home, walk the dogs when I get home, and then it'll be time to eat. I'm not going to take my stitching to rehab. Dennis just bought a book that I'm interested in reading. I might take a book, or I might take my Mercury socks, or I might take my Sweet Little Nothing. I'm very close to being finished with my Sweet Little Nothing, I think. I think I only have a few more rolls, and then it's going to be time to bind off, because it is a shallow scarf, you know. And I need to look in my bead supplies and see if I have any appropriate beads. I should just put the beads. I bought 5,000 beads because the first pattern for Christie's shawl took 5,000 beads. And then sanity returned, and I realized there's no way I could even knit this in time, and I had never knit with beads, and do I really want to do 5,000 beads? But I had ordered them. So I have those beads. I think I'll just put those on, because they're blue. And I'll just use those, and that'll be, you know, my homage to Christie's shawl. And they'll go perfectly fine. Although her shawl is a lace weight, and this is fingering, so I don't know. I don't know if they'll fit or not. We'll see. Susan says to string them on the yarn. But I think I'm going to use the other methods if I can, just because that's easier. But I'm getting to the end of that. But Lisa was wearing her Forest Park cardigan on our Zoom call on Saturday. And it is such a wonderful cardigan, that I'm tempted to pick it up again and see if I have any garment mojo, because I really want that cardigan, although for next year apparently I didn't want it enough this year to do it. So yeah, thinking about that. I don't need any summer sweaters. I have a lot of summer sweaters, and I don't have a tendency to wear them. I wear my sweaters in the winter every day, as you see. In the summertime, I don't quite so much. My summer sweaters, I feel like they're for good. They're for going out. They're for dressing up, which I don't do because I stay home. And my winter sweaters are to stay warm and still be lovely. So that's the difference in the way I think about my sweaters. And I feel like I'm messier, dirtier, my clothes get dirty more easily for some reason in the summer. Not like I do much, but I don't know. So I won't be knitting any summer sweaters is where I was going with that. That's not my plan, although I have summer sweater yarn. Maybe my summer sweater yarn will end up being a giveaway. I am in the middle of a summer sweater, the ochre sweater by Amba O'Brien. I am knitting that out of Shibui linen that I had used in a different sweater that didn't work out, and I frogged it. And I'm actually quite far in that sweater. It's just a little bolero, you know, cardigan that I should finish because I love the linen. And anyway, I do wear my baby cocktails. I have a cardigan with sort of a swing front designed by Baby Cocktails that I can't remember the name of it. It's, you know, she names hers after drinks and I don't remember what it is. That I finished when I was on my river cruise between St. Petersburg and Moscow. I brought it on the needles and I finished it on the trip and wore it on the trip. Vitamin D. I think it's the Vitamin D by Baby Cocktails. Thea Coleman? I'm not sure. But I really like that sweater, and it's a short sleeve little bolero-y cardigan that I really like. I like the yarn it was in, it knit up nicely, and it's nice to have something that you can throw on in the summertime. So maybe what I need is a summer cardigan. If I'm going to make something, well, the ochre is a summer cardigan, but I do have some. I have some a cotton wool combo that from the Crafty Toads in their Love. I think it's called Joy. Their Joy colorway, which is bright pink. And I had been planning on making a t-shirt sweater out of that, and then I never did. But that'd be a cute, fun little cardigan. So a cardigan is something that I might wear a little bit. A cardigan could be transition-y if I wanted. Meanwhile, I need to think about my Forest Park. I'm right at the place where the mosaics go in, so. Well, I have time because I'm not going to be wearing it this year, that's for sure. Anyway, but I'm thinking about what am I going to knit next because I'm almost done with my sweet little nothing. I think it's time for me to do some calculations and figure out what I'm going to do with my pinguano. That's what I should do. Maybe I'll take my pinguano pattern and my book to rehab and see what I feel like doing while I'm there. And a pencil in case I need to do some calculations. We shall see. But meanwhile, I'm going to go. Please, please take good care of yourselves. Please, please stay safe and stay sane.